Alright guys, this is going to be our second set. Over here on the right side of the map, we've got our player from the team, MVP, losing to MMA in the Blizzard Cup Finals. He is DongRaeGu. And on the left side of the map, our Terran player, he is using the classic ID. He is Startail Hope Torture. So, should be a pretty cool match. It's kind of like, I have to say, it's like the oldest second place player in the GSL versus kind of like the newest one. So this is kind of a cool clash here. It's old school versus new school. DongRaeGu's been doing well at Starcraft 2 since when Rainbow was doing well back in the open season, but he was never able to qualify, never able to make a splash until recently. And DongRaeGu's even been doing well in the Team League, for example, and other GSLs before making his finals at the Blizzard Cup. But the Blizzard Cup is the tournament he'll be perhaps most known for. And Hope Torture, like his Terran brethren yesterday, wants to do some proxy action here. He's going to be doing a 2-Rax 11-11 proxy. This is the most, you know, all-in it gets, the most quick barracks you can hide, the most effective 2-Rax that is aimed to kill your opponent. And the drone checking everywhere for that 2-Rax, because this is an online tournament. People like to cheese in online tournaments. I think DongRaeGu is going to spot this. He's actually not scouting in the correct direction though now. He's actually going towards his opponent's base. And by the looks of things, DongRaeGu is not going to know. He's gone hatch first. He's made 2 additional drones. Things looking pretty scary for DongRaeGu. Even making a 3rd additional drone. Oh, he's going to be so sad when he gets here. He's making a gas. Sees no barracks, no gas, and now is the time to panic. Now another SCV coming down for Hope Torture now. Drones are going to be off the line pretty soon to start looking for bunkers. And actually, I'd like to note that DongRaeGu doesn't even have anything to spot for bunkers right now. Not even a single unit. He is Mr. Risky right now. The Overlord will see this push coming in here, but he has nothing to spot for this. He's not already pulled units, and bunkers are going to start going down pretty soon. Now the drone's coming down. SCV in the main. And look at this, DongRaeGu freaking out. He's sending his units everywhere. And actually, Rainbow is waiting here for these drones, and now a lot of mining time is being lost. He might even be able to target down some of those drones. The drone's completely baffled as to what to do at this point. And now they're actually kind of cut off from the hatchery by these Marines. So he's going to lose a lot of drones no matter what. I'm surprised that Hope Torture's not putting bunkers down right now. He could have actually just won this game very easily with the amount of Marines he has. And now the bunker is going down. There is a spine on the way, but the Marines are out. The 11-11 Rax is so fast, so early. The drone's still not mining. Look at the resources tab. You can see DongRaeGu a little bit behind there. The bunker may be targeted down. The SCV remains alive here. And the bunker looks like it's going to finish. The Marines moseying their way over there. Oh, not quite able to get in the bunker, and it looks like Hope Torture's plan is now going to be to salvage this bunker and go home, because even though everything in the world went right for him, he's still botched the attack. And the bunker salvaged. Hope Torture on his way home. He starts a command center in his main base. His production, though, is isolated, and as we saw yesterday with Lucira and with Lennox, sometimes if your opponent's production is a little bit isolated like that, you can hit him with a major counterattack and do a ton of damage to his production. Unfortunately, though, for DongRaeGu, he actually did not have a high Zerling count. He played it pretty light, which worked out for him in the sense that he's going to get extra drones, but it's not going to really allow him to put a lot of pressure on here. He's, in fact, going to have to turn around. 4 Marines easily take 6 Zerglings. Easily. DongRaeGu making additional cleans. Hope Torture's Marines rallied between the barracks where they cannot really be attacked. I like that. So he's going to be able to continue to produce them, but also engage really cost efficiently with them. Looks like 2 Zerglings can still hit a Marine, though. Not the best engagement for DongRaeGu, but he does clean up these Marines. Keeps the Marine count low. May even force these barracks to lift, although Hope Torture is sending Marines now across the center, those Marines from earlier. His command center is done. He's going to lift that down on the low ground pretty soon. He's going to also start a factory ASAP. There it is. Meanwhile, multiple spines going down for DongRaeGu, expecting the possible 4 barracks follow-up to this. He knows that there are Marines still out there as well. His early speed is really late. So I like this choice to get extra spines. One spine would probably be enough, but getting the 2 additional ones is super safe. You can use those throughout the game. It's not only good against the heavy marine follow-up, but it's also really good against any sort of Hellions. And we do see double factory going down for Hope Torture. DongRaeGu smartly canceling the second one. You should have been here by now. You're not here yet, so I'm guessing that something has gone wrong. You've decided to back off here. Roach Warren on the way for DongRaeGu as well. It's going to allow him to put a lot of pressure on his opponent pretty soon. Tech Lab going down for Hope Torture. That definitely indicates we're going to see some mech play. It's not going to be some sort of crazy double reactor 4 Hellion push out of Hope Torture. He's probably going to get Blue Flame off of the first one and start building mech units afterwards. That's a lot of Marines, but as I mentioned earlier, the spines are going to be way more than enough to deal with this. Just 2 spines alone is going to stop this Marine push. 14 Zerglings on the way, and Zergling speed about to finish. DongRaeGu can even take that 3rd base safely right now. There's the Blue Flame I was mentioning earlier. The 2nd barracks is going to get a reactor. 2nd factory, I should say. Now, Hope Torture is actually going to catch these Zerglings before Zergling speed finishes, but they do get out of there. But now they're a little bit out of position, and if he does come over this hatchery while the Zerglings are out of position, he's going to really regret moving those Zerglings forward towards Hope Torture's base. Remember, Hope Torture has not been able to put his command center down onto the low ground just yet, but it does allow him to wall up against these Zerglings. He's going to deny scouting of his opponent, but because the command center's on the high ground, he's going to be thinking, huh, what's going on here? And interestingly enough, Hope Torture has actually switched from Blue Flame into Siege mode. That is very interesting to note. Baneling Nest is on the way for DongRaeGu. He really wants to put on a lot of aggression with this. With Siege tanks out and Hellions, it's going to be pretty easy to defend with good micro. Tanks, of course, very good against Roaches and Banelings. He doesn't have a bunker, though, and most of his Marines are out of position at those forward barracks. I like this choice by DongRaeGu to attack in this situation because he can always just fall back if this doesn't work very well. He's really ahead right now. 12 Banelings being morphed in total here. Drones being made behind this as well as an evolution chamber, so he's not going all in with this. He's not rallying more units, and he just wants to put a lot of pressure on. He may even kill his opponent with this. It's entirely possible, but he's definitely droning up quite heavily behind this, and the units are way out of position for Hope Torture. Here come the Banelings. One huge hit by that Hellion. He's going to soften up the Banelings quite significantly. The Banelings actually running into the main. The tank goes down, and Zerglings and Banelings going into the main. He's actually going to send the Roaches up there as well by the looks of things. A huge siege tank hit, though, takes out a lot of these Banelings. The Banelings not going for the SCVs. He just sends them for those SCVs right now if he really wants to be effective. A counterattack coming through here by Hope Torture. This time, those 2 spines are not going to be enough. That's way too many Marines. We're going to have a weird base trade here. If he can hold on here with these spines and these queens, he will win the game. The queen's targeted immediately because he does not want any transfuses. He sees that that queen does not have enough energy, decides to target down the spines. And more Zerglings coming out here. It looks like DongRaeGu may hold. Remember, he's already killed so much of the production right now of his opponent. Drones coming off the line now, actually here to fight. Roach is coming out as well, and it looks like he's done it. Look at the supply, 88 to 27. Nothing back at home. GG, Hope Torture with an all-in 11-11 racks, which he completely botched. DongRaeGu going into a safe game, putting on the aggression afterwards, punishing Rainbow, and DongRaeGu goes up 1 in our second match here. We'll see if Rainbow can bring it back to 1-1 in our next match on the map of his choice, or if DongRaeGu will just slap him down 2-0 as he is the Terran killer. Don't go anywhere, we'll go into game 2 in just a moment.